Okay, so this is day two. Day two, and I still got mad things to see. I'm starting off back in the Central Hall. I'm gonna make my way to the South Hall, and we're gonna kind of work our way from there. Figure out different things. There's stuff I missed inside of the Central Hall that I'm looking at now. Like there's a really dope looking Porsche right over my shoulder. I'm gonna try to show you that in a second. So I'm at the Spider booth, which they do a lot of lighting. If you've never heard of that company, let me show you. So headlights and stuff like that is what that's their bag. Headlights there. So they got this Porsche here, and I just want to give it a quick look. It looks like it's I want to say it's an RWB kit on here, but I mean, come on now. Air tank, carbon fiber false floor, Recaro pole positions, red interior, gold on the wheels. Yeah, this is properly aired out. This is fire. See, this is the type of thing I like to see as far as like heavily modifying cars that you normally wouldn't see modified to this degree, but I like it as well. I don't know if any of y'all are Lincoln Continental fans, but if you are one, I got something to show you. Come on now. You know that looks ridiculous. I'm on the all black, real Corolla DeVille style vibes. I like it. They also got an aired out truck. I mean, I've seen that multiple times before. Nice aired out dually. And lifted trucks over there. There's some other classics over here, but I mean, really, come on now. This Lincoln down to the wheels and everything. I've wanted a 60s Lincoln, but I also don't have 60s Lincoln money to restore it to the proper standards it needs to be, because that right there, while it's all black and looks simple, is not cheap to do. It looks like it's simple until you realize how much body work it takes, how much paint it takes, and all of that. So right now I'm just looking around to make sure I didn't miss some other booths that I should have looked at before, because me and the wife just cut around the corner and said, didn't we see this? And we didn't, because I don't know what we were doing. Not paying attention, clearly. So we're gonna make our way over to, where are we going next? Hold on. We're gonna go further into the Central Hall because there's a lot more we didn't see here, even though now we feel like we skipped a whole bunch of stuff in the first hall we already saw. So we got to make our way over there, and I'm sure when I'm done with this whole entire week that I'm gonna see a video of something that I didn't see and I wanted to see. So let's go. So I've been waiting to see one of these in person for like my entire life. Hold on, I'm letting people get a picture. Listen, if you do not know what that Porsche is, I don't even know what to really call it Porsche, because it's a Gunther Works. I don't know if Porsche says you can't use their name on it, but you've seen pictures of this, you've seen videos. If you follow like Mr. JWW, he does them. It looks crazier in person, like honestly. Details, carbon. I wish I could open the door and show you the interior. I'm gonna try to show you on the video, but like you really don't know how nuts this really looks. You gotta see it in person. So details down to the wheels, the arches, this interior. I mean, I can't even do justice with my camera to tell you the amount. It looks like it's like brushed brass there, and on the gear shift. If you look in the rear, there's a place to put helmets. The matte carbon on the flares, here on the wing, in the back. I mean, it's just top level. My gosh, it looks so crazy. Listen, I don't know, those cost like, $1 million, $2 million, something like that. Worth every single penny. These over here, they got some Voigtstein that has some other cars. So the McLaren, this is the Artura. So they have the Artura kit for this. It's like a rear wing, carbon matte, clearly. They've done that look on like 720S's, but you can kind of see the modification they did on this. And that's on an Emira, which is their new program for the Lotus. So rear carbon pieces, rear diffuser down there, up top. Same material on the Artura that you normally see, and then much more aggressive on the front. If you look there, Yeah, I mean, if I had an Toro, I would definitely do it. I mean, Weinsteiner makes really clean stuff. So if you noticed it before, it looks, to me, it looks fire. I don't know about anybody else. Maybe somebody likes it, maybe they don't, but looks good. I had to give this car some proper love because ITBs on the V8 is always a good touch. But this Charger looks absolutely incredible. I mean, wheels, detail, interior, has like, it's almost like a, I want to say like a, I said teak wood, but I could be very wrong. But anyways, color green and everything is crazy. What is nuts about this whole entire experience is that something that crazy is just sitting tucked in the corner. I mean, that shows up to Cars and Coffee and is shutting down majority of it, especially with all the muscle car guys there. They're coming in there and they're like, this is ridiculous. So something that high level build is just like, he's tucked in the corner behind a K5 Blazer or a Suburban. So that just goes to show you the level of some builds around here is not even like, some of this stuff be hidden. Show y'all this one too. Little Buick GNX. If you're not a fan of these, then, you know, I don't know what to tell you, but motor, twin turbo 427. Look at this interior. The interior is probably the dopest thing I like because it still kept this very old school, like gray on light gray, orange stitching, clean, even the wheels and everything, details on it. I mean, personally, I think this looks fantastic. And I like GNXs, but this one is done with the, I mean, like, if you look at the details, like, look how wide and big the wheels are in the rear. And look at how those wheels look. Like, that's obviously size much bigger. The flares are extended. It's just so subtle, you almost can't even tell me that they made a difference, but I can see that they did. Even rear lights where the exhaust is. Spoiler. The paint is black. I like it. I was wanting to see that GNX since they talked about it on, I think it was on Instagram. I saw somewhere where they were talking about this for a while. They also have an SLR here, which is rare. You don't get to see SLRs that often. And they got one that's been, and they rarely get modified, which I don't know if I really like the wing in the back, but overall it's interesting. I just never see them modified because they're rare enough that nobody really wants to touch them. But it's done tastefully, so it isn't bad. But if you look right behind there though, they got a Built by Legends R34, but they're recording. Some people are talking on a real camera, not my little DJI. That's a Built by Legends R34. You know Built by Legends. So if you don't know Built by Legends, please go on YouTube, put it in, look at what they're doing in that garage for restoration on R34s, and if you got enough of the Breticus to get it, then I would get one. But I would jump over there in a second, but I don't want to interrupt their little interview process over there. But there's another one over here in blue somewhere in the show. We're gonna keep making our way over to, I don't know what's next. We're moving along. It's still, the day just started, okay? So this looks like Batman had this in Dark Knight and he decided to go off-road, but this is real life, okay? Full-on motorcycle made with these gigantic tires, wheels, and I think it's on air. I feel like I saw this build on YouTube and somebody was putting the air on it or something, but that's equally as crazy. I'm cutting through some booths right now in the middle. Yeah, that's nuts. Like I said, it looks like Batman decided he wanted to go dirt bike riding, took the Batmobile and did some modifications. We're gonna continue on. I have no idea where I'm standing right now, and oh, there she is. I almost lost my other half. She has my camera, she's taking pictures as well. There's some other cool cars sitting right here. Like I said, you'll just see dope stuff like tucked in the corner, clean. I think that's a Chevelle Mustang over there. It'll just be dope looking cars tucked away in little corners, which is what makes the show so fun for me. And it's my first time being here, so I'm excited about SEMA. If you've been here every year since the past 15 years, you might be a little jaded and be like, yo, it's just SEMA, relax. But I'm not gonna relax. There's also, I'm also near the Toyo Tread Pass, which is out there. I don't wanna go there yet. The Toyo Tread Pass has elite levels of what I want to look at too. So I'm gonna save that until I'm done in here, and then we're gonna make our way over there. I'll be back. Okay, we're over at the Honda HRC booth, and there's a reason why it's important here, and that is because of that Integra. And I talked about that Integra on the podcast. If you remember at, man, where was it? What auto show was it? I can't remember. There was a certain auto show that they showed this off, and it was unique to the Acura Integra branch because of the components they put on it. So one of the things that they're doing is, I'm trying to get out of people's frame because I'm all in their picture. All the modifications on here are supposed to be ones they add for that you can add from the factory. I don't know if all of these are going to come out. I mean, down to the brakes. If you see the brakes say HRC Brembo, the front bumper, added front lip, the hood, the wing. I mean, all of it is made so that the Integra, you can make it more aggressive and you can get all this stuff in the factory. Now, one of the things I like the most, I don't know if they have it up, is this rear seat delete, this roll cage. I don't know if you can see it, the reflection is so intense, but there's a rear seat delete, roll cage, carbon fiber. I showed you on my video a bunch of times. In that video, you remember in the episode, I said, Honda's trying to do this stuff so that you can just buy this stuff from them. And they should have, I don't know when this is coming. It may come out, it may not. It looks cool though. Like if you have an Integra, you can get the stuff direct from Honda and make it look like this, or from Acura. I can see people paying a premium to get that done. They also got their full-fledged track situation here for the Type S. If you want to buy these factory race car, complete ready, whole entire program, down to the interior, hands, OMP seats, everything like that. This whole entire setup is made so you can just buy it from the factory, get it there, and go racing. Now, personally, I think these little race programs are pretty dope, especially with the GR Corolla one, and they got one for the Integra, and they got one for the Type R as well too. But I like it. I gotta find out what else to see next. That is cool to see that in person. Now, we got some other stuff right next to me. This is how fast this stuff be happening. You turn around and then you see a twin turbo C10 aired out on the floor. Craziness. Absolutely crazy. Look at the interior. Well, that back seat is more of a suggestion. But I do like this wood. That wood grain on there. Interior, chop top, completely clean. See, that's the type of stuff. They also got a GT500 spinning around. Wow, that's interesting. Right-hand drive GT500. And if you can look, I probably can zoom in a little bit. But if you look at that mirror, that's under the chassis, which looks like the top of the car. So clearly they haven't even touched a speck of dirt or street. It's immaculate. I don't even know what this build is really, other than, I don't know if they're talking about suspension or if they're talking about the fact that it's a GT500. But it looks good. I don't know if it has an Eleanor kit on it. I have to see the front of it to decide, but it's cool. Right-hand drive though. That's interesting. I don't know if they imported this from, they obviously imported this from another country, or that maybe they switched it and made it that. I don't know. But it does look like it has an Eleanor kit on it, which is that right there. Which, listen, everybody knows it's such a popular kit on it, but it just looks good every time, so I ain't mad. See the rear of it. I don't know if you can tell in the video, but cool little spot over there. I do want to make my way over to, like I said, I got to get back over to a couple booths. I got to get over to NRG because I want to try out their seat. And I want to get over to back to Recaro as well. and I'm looking over my shoulders. I'm looking at some, what is it, a Dodge Challenger? Yes. It's a Challenger that has been heavily modified. It's all carbon bodied red. I don't know what it is. Wrappers are like full transparent candy tinted carbon fiber. It's a Hellcat, it's a red eye, built out to make it look like an old school one. I will say this. Normally, these little reskinned Challengers that try to look like the old Charger, sometimes the proportions look funky and it don't even look that good. This actually looks proportionate. I guess they actually took their time to make it have the length and the width of it to make it look good. And sometimes when they do this stuff doesn't look that good. We are going back to the HRC booth. Excuse me. Oh yeah, good job she called me because I wanted to see this CRV race car. So there is, I don't know if it's maybe a hill climb car, but that used to be a CRV, a little SUV. Obviously, they have greatly changed that. Hold on, how can I get my camera to, yeah, thank you. So this used to be a standard SUV. Now it is a heavily modified race car, down to the net and down to the motor sitting in the middle of the car or the SUV. I know you see it says hybrid there, but also if you didn't notice, if you look in the back where you see some of the battery technology they have sitting on top of this, so it's a hybrid motor race setup. I would guess that this is going to be like a hill climb special autocross exhibition type things. I don't know if it's going to be in a series. Maybe it might be in a series. It looks crazy in person. So just, you know, they used to be an SUV. They used to be a CRV.
What?
She's shocked. She's like, what? That was not an SUV. But yep, they changed everything on it. And now we got that. I think I might do that to our minivan. Time to do some modifications. Okay, I'm over at the ECUTEK studio. Okay, so it's a bunch of, well, first off, this Model 3 is done extremely well. Down to the roadie form wheels, the green roll race calipers, the accents. I might throw some LEDs on the GR Corolla. I'm not even gonna lie. I still like it. Air X low. This Model 3 reminds me of old lowrider airbrush. It's probably a wrap, but if it was airbrushed, it would be impressive. Little carbon fiber wing on there as well. RGB trunk setup. What is this, a Bronco? What is this? Nova Motors. Oh, it's gonna be like old school chassis looking with the EV. I mean, I love this stuff too. If I just had like an extra couple of dollars to have like some off-road thing. I mean, this could fit the whole fam. I gotta show the wife. I gotta tell her we gotta get rid of the Sienna. Gotta get one of these Nova Motors, throw the kids in the back. They got seat belts. See that? Couple seat belts. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's an 8 passenger. See? We only got 7 passengers. See? Upgrades. Now this right here is dope. Bisimoto did a Honda Prologue EV. Clearly aired out. Big plate, white wheels. Top, roof rack. It's a Honda Prologue Elite before he did his thing on here. And I do like it. Who don't like aired out EVs? I feel like EVs are like the perfect candidate for air suspension and wide body stuff because it's such little things that you got to worry about and do, and there's so many available things. Like, check out this Model 3. This trunk setup is wild. Okay, that is craziness. Also, he got that digital plate from California, but rear wheels are huge, giant wide body. No more rear seats. This rear setup is absolutely stupid. Seats and everything. The wrap he did on the panels, the seats. This is crazy. You should see the rear seat. I don't know what seats these are from a Corolla, but these seats are fire. This blue velour in here, I might need these for my car. But I like how this Targa looks with the livery they put on here. I think this is an electric setup as well too. I think.
Welcome everyone.
Let me double check on that before I say it is, and somebody's gonna be like, "It was not. You played yourself." Nope, it's electric. I can even tell from the battery lights, or it's hybrid. BB motor Targa hybrid. So it's a hybrid setup. I don't know what motor it is, but it makes 550 horsepower altogether with EV batteries as well. So it's fast. Some of y'all aren't gonna know who Team Associated is, but in the RC world, we know who they are and what they've done. So they made a real life Team Associated RC car based off the one that you see sitting on the hood. I mean, even down to the way the shocks look inside the motor, all based off of this guy right here, even down to shocks in the front, the control arms, I mean, all the details, and they did it in a full-size version. See, mobile, listen, it looks like a moon lunar or something, like a moon landing car or something they're gonna take over to Mars. But I mean, this is the type of stuff I like. This little concept stuff. It got a winch in the front. The lights at the little graph here tells you 11,000 pounds, and I guess how far it's in or if it's on and off. But it's like a whole utility vehicle. I mean, clear concept, clear electric, but I mean, even look at this. Like even the wheels show you that they're level. There's a little level on there, a little sliding out door. See the inside, all of the work, stuff you can do. You look up top, the canopy pops out.
You never know.
I mean, they got like surfboards here. They have wetsuits for like fly fishing. So I mean, if it was like an outdoors thing, you can kind of do everything. The details are cool though. Places to store stuff, open space. It's a modular mounting system. Cases, seats. It's cool. I highly doubt this is coming into production, but it's cool to see these ideas kind of being thrown out there. See what they come up with. Look how large the sliding door area is. Down to like the seats they have here. Driver, dash. It's cool. This is more of a regular, you know, off their EV9 that they have. They got like some snowboards up there. They got some cooler boxes. So basically what they're trying to say is this is a do everything, all thing type EV vehicle. Meaning, instead of you trying to retrofit a van, you know, for van life or doing anything like that, they're just like buy one of those and have everything that you need to do for like a modular system. There's a market for something like that. The real question is how much they would charge for something like that. Because while there is a market for it, there's a market 80, 90,000. Now back to this other SUV. So they also have this EV9 called the Adventure. Clearly that says Adventure. Just took out the lettering and stuff to make it look a little bit cooler on the car. But this is an EV9 with some outfitted raised ride height. I think a little bit bigger flare, a little bit more boxy, I feel like. I don't remember what the EV9 looks like up close, but clearly this is made for like off-road, adventure, overlanding in the EV9. So, I mean, we know what the EV9 looks like because you can go get one right now. So this is what the front end looks like. There's a couple deer hooks, little orange LED lights up there on the roof rack integrated. Now this one I can see them making like right now, because all that is just a package thing, right? Throw one of the little parts, make a different package, off-road one, charge 10,000 more, and them joints are sold out the door. Okay, I'm back at the Recaro booth. I need to try out the seat. This red one, which is a pole position, And I think this guy's sitting in another pole position one. I'm trying to wait for the crowd to kind of clear out. But the red pole position one, I've been wanting to try out because it has been a seat that I've always wanted to see and try out to see if it'll work. So, regular Recaro. I want to know about the shoulders, because your shoulders kind of come in. But I don't know. This is good. It works for me. All right, this is the regular one. Now I'm gonna try this. What's this other one? This is the ABE one. So this is supposed to be a little bit wider on this side, so it's more comfortable, I guess. Yeah, it's definitely not as tight. This would be a better option because it's less. You have a little bit more room, but I don't know. The fixed back feels comfortable to me. I know everybody else. That one, you can feel how it's tighter on the shoulders. So I don't know. I like this one personally. This is now an option. Now I don't have to worry about me deciding if I can fit this in my car or if I can fit inside of it. I can fit into it comfortably. Now, I just want to run it just myself, just me. So I don't know if I would necessarily have two of them. My passenger, if the wife's in the car, she's gonna be mad because she's gonna be like, I want to recline my seat. I'm gonna be like, there is no recline.
I'd be really upset.
The recline is over. All right, but there is, oh, hold on. Before I get from this area, there was ECUTEK is over here. Are you okay holding that for a second?
Mm-hmm.
I'm helping her with the backpack. You're good? Is it lighter than yesterday?
Way lighter.
Okay. Backpack is good. It's lighter than yesterday. Yesterday was we had a tad more stuff on there. That's dope. Man he got the little trailer with the RC car floating around on the road. You can see it over there. Pull in the RC truck with another RC car. So ECUTEK is over here. And I want to ask them a couple questions about the flashing on there as well and what it means. So we're gonna have, once they get a moment, they clear out, ask them a quick question as well. See what they got going on. I'm taking a brief second because around the corner is the nuttiest GTI MK2 I've ever seen in my life. Okay, and I'm an MK2 lover. Had a GLI, GTI. My friend had a Scirocco. This is what we love these things. This right here is the wildest one I've ever laid eyes on. From Wagner Tuning, this is absolutely stupid. Like what? Like you got the oil cooler just sitting right out there on the block. Look at the roadiform wheels. Look at the wide body that flares to this. This is stupid. The flares on there. Interior is basically aluminum, baking pans molded around your body. I mean, like, I hope your kidneys is in shape and you got some core strength because that's gonna hurt if you hitting this hard angles. Look at the gold little gas mask on the details in the back. This wing, the exit for the exhaust is ridiculous. Just from the rear, it's just out of control. The louvers showing the entire motor setup build in there. Just absolutely crazy. There's a huge crowd around this car because never seen a Golf like this ever in life. You never have. I mean, even check out like the camber on the wheels that they like. Listen, I like camber on the wheels is not a bad thing to me. I like that look. I'm gonna do it on my GR Corolla, so get prepared to hate me if you hate that look. But I'm just saying, I mean, it looks cool when you put it on there. Now, back to the Golf. This looks insane. Just how wide it is in the rear, the front, the diffuser, the engine. Man, let me tell you, I am flabbergasted. My gas is flabbered. Okay, I can't even believe. That was crazy. Now, right next to me though, again, you cut around the corner and somebody has the ultimate camera rig for a Supra. This is for the Formula Drift. This is when they follow the cars, they have the camera on it. This rig is an intense rig, not gonna lie. I've seen some people try to run around the streets with rigs and cameras on their car like they capturing the footages like that, but that's crazy. Yeah, but we're at the anti-gravity booth, which is one of the batteries I want to get for my car, but there goes that. I'm gonna go check out some of the stuff here. Let me go check out the batteries so y'all can see what the whole big deal is. If you ever wanted to know why people like these batteries, because they're so light, that's why it's called anti-gravity. So if you're looking at like, these are smaller batteries, so it's not really a good gauge on these like motorcycle batteries, but like the car ones are much lighter. Down to like the tracking, the trickle chargers, things like that. All of this stuff is made so that when you put it in the car, you're dropping weight right away. Like I think they got a sign out there that says, yeah, if you see it right behind that guy, let me flip you around. See this sign right there? It says lose 35 pounds instantly. That's how light these batteries are. If you've never heard of anti-gravity batteries, that's what they're known for. Super lightweight lithium batteries you put in your car. All right, we're jumping over to another booth. We're gonna keep headed. I see some other stuff I want to see. Okay, I'm back with excitement. This Z, this thing is like a 240 with the Pan Am wide body. Down to the turbo, right-hand drive. This fire. This build is crazy. I think it's on, is it on air? Because it has an airlift thing, so I guess it has air on it. I actually didn't think it did, but this looks, man. Interior, airlift, this cage. I would love a Z. I'll be honest, I would love a Z. Don't have the means, but this one is, look at this, quality. And I always love delivery from Hardcore and the stuff they do, but this is, man, down to what they did in the engine, turbo setup, wing, the livery, motor setup, and I'm in the NRG booth if you didn't know. So they got these new seats here, the chroma things, chromatic or chroma package of all these color seats, like a blue, almost like a mauve color, as they say, little teal. They got the echelon. I'm gonna test these out in a second. See, this one from NRG feels, the hip section is tighter than, I'm in this echelon seat. I don't know about these other ones right here. I'm gonna try these out in a second. See if this, if the chroma one feels better. Nah, this is even tighter than the one before. This seat is tighter than the one I was just in, way tighter than the Recaro ones. This is a no-go. Like, not happening. They look cool. Like, look at the one in front of me. They got this one in front of me with the back on it. Baby, see that one? You'll like the back of that. So you see the back of that? I mean, that looks cool. Just ain't comfortable. So, went to this taco place. These tacos we had were certified. Like,
Pictures will be taken.
I didn't think, I was trying to act like they weren't that good.
The sopes.
Sopes.
Also, the one that I had with the cheese on it, I just took the lactate pill.
Yo, lactose intolerant people,
It
let me
was
tell you
amazing.
something. Y'all people that can't have milk and dairy be in denial. In denial. That's what I need, one of those. But they be in denial, lactate pills and all. Listen, just don't have cheese, it's over with, okay? It's done. Now, I'll check back in when I got a plate of food in front of me. We'll be back after we eat that. We're gonna come back over here and we're gonna finish out. We're pretty much done with the Central Hall. I don't even know if there's something else in here to see. I'm gonna have to catch it on another day. But we gotta get to another area. We can't stay in this Central Hall for 2 days. So we're gonna go to the South Hall. If you look at the map, we've only been in that red square for about, now this is day 2. We got to make it to the orange square. And then there's also, I didn't realize the South Hall has an upper and lower area. We're gonna go to the lower area.
Oh God.
No, the upper was where the media center is.
Right.
Lower is where everything, and then we gotta go outside. There's stuff outside. The Toyo Tread Pass I didn't go to. I need to go to that. It's a lot. I'll be back. I told you I'd be back with some food, and well, let me show you the plate. See that? I already took a bite. Fire tacos. Those tacos there. Sopes over there. We're making our way to the South Hall. A little bit of a different pace. South Hall is more about wheels, but there's mad stuff outside. Liberty Walk. 720S's. I don't know what kit's on that one. I think it's either an RWB one as well as this Corvette, which looks very exotic because of the doors and the wing, but it's got the ECUTEK wrap on there. Liberty Walk. I like that livery. It's cool. It's not like too much, just a little. Very well put together. Liberty Walk, Aventador. Air suspension, carbon wheels. Over there they're doing some ramps and stuff, as you can see. My man over there doing flips. But most importantly, we got a GR Corolla. And this particular GR Corolla, the reason why I wanted to find this one is because this one is running the kit that I want, particularly on my car. I wanted to see it in person to see if it actually matches the level of flyness that I want to achieve, okay? So, we're looking at this right now. And I do like it. Front lift from SAR Japan. I don't even know what wheels those are. Oh, those are the new Titan 7 wheels. Those look a lot better in person. Not gonna lie. The SAR carbon fiber wheels. The wheels from Titan 7 are very nice. The wing, appropriate. I love that. There's carbon on the side. This kind of looked like, people are joking because they said this looked like a door handle, but I like that. Even down to the way the wing looks. The wing looks dope. Carbon on the wing. This is all from SAR Japan. This is how it mounts. I know people are always asking how this thing mounts into the window and the top, but I like how that looks. That looks good. I like this whole kit. I don't know what exhaust. Oh, that's Fujitsubo. I probably said it wrong, but I like how this looks. Also, this has those fenders, those like boxed out fenders that they make from SARD. So I like how those look. Feel solid, don't look cheap. I do wonder though, I did wonder how they did the fender lining, and all that fender lining is still in there. That was my one concern that I had about these fenders, is that if you put them on, you'd be stuck just having an open thing at the top. AP Racing brakes look especially spicy, and I like how these look, these wheels. This whole entire car looks dope. Like all the body parts from SARD look real good on the car, and I don't even really want that particular wing. I wanted the one that has like more of a swooping design on it. That's the straight LS. I think it's the GT wing, and the LSR one kind of curves down. But the whole thing looks good. The wheels, the stance, you can kind of hear them going crazy with the jumping over there. But I like this. Legit, there's more trucks here than there are cars. I'll be honest. I think there might be only like 4 GR Corollas in all of SEMA. I'm trying to change that, okay? This is gonna be a manifestation video too. Because by next year, I'm gonna get the GR Corolla here. Maybe the year after, who knows? But I'm gonna get it to SEMA, okay? Show us some more love, because it needs to be here more, okay? I'm an advocate for the platform. All right, we're gonna go inside the South Hall, check out some wheels. I'll check back in later. Peace. It's me. All right, we're walking into South Hall. Going in for wheels. Oh, you're behind me. She's Wheel setup, watch your step. Don't want to come collapsing down some stairs trying to record a video. That'd be reckless. All right, where do we begin? A lot of this is for wheels. So most of this stuff is going to be about wheels and tires. Like there's tire changing companies, there's overland stuff. That's another thing. The overland industry is like way higher than anything that's in my bag, which is like street performance, JDM cars, even though that's been big for years. But the overland people are going nuts. I mean, look at this Lexus build. I'm like, this is absolutely crazy. I don't even have enough outdoor ideas to warrant me to go this hard in the paint with the lights, with the shovel, with the cherry cans attached to the side. I mean, I like how it looks though, I ain't gonna lie. Like if I would be the dude that would have this on there, and some of them stores seem to be having random clothes for the kids and some snacks. Folks would be like, yo, you really be out there doing it like that? I'm like, yeah, you know, side of the road, you know, Costco parking lot, you never know what you can get into. But one of the main booths I wanted to go to is Koenig, which I see right ahead of me, right over there, over yonder. That is where I'm headed. We're going over there. We're gonna make our way over to some other wheel companies. These are for like trucks and SUVs. I'm specifically here for wheels that would matter on a GR Corolla. So that's what we're here for. I'm not here for any other wheels. Actually, you know what? I lied. Because the Sienna could very well get some wheels on there as well. But we're here at Koenig, so we're gonna go ahead and check them out. Koenig Wheels is here. They also have, there's a couple new wheels they have that they came out with, so I'm here to check those out and find them. Also to see some other wheels I like from them, to see what they look like in person, because a lot of times you see wheels on the internet and you don't know what they look like I said, when you're in person. So I'm here for that. So let me see what they got. We got some new stuff. So the Mark 1 wheel, I've seen those before. That's a new wheel. They haven't made that before. I don't even know what that's called, but that's not an old wheel. That's the new wheel. We also got standard ones they had before. The Mark 1, I thought about that wheel for my car. Like that Mark 1 wheel. I thought about that for my car, but I decided it just wasn't gonna fit the vibes. But these are cool. I like these wheels as well. These is decent, but I want to spend some more time with this one right here. This is a new one. I want to find out what sizes they have for this. I'm gonna go find them. I'm gonna have a little bit of a conversation. I'll be back. F40. It's in the MV Forge booth. 720 carbon. That has a ECUTEK wrap on it for the F40. I mean, you seen the F40. I'm not about to get super close. 720 all carbon. The Revuelto, I didn't even know that they had carbon kits and parts for this, but clearly they do already. All the way down to this rear wing that I want to see, because carbon fiber, the wheels, this carbon wing that comes to this split here, and I guess it also still has a factory one that lifts up as well, but exposed engine, I mean, that's craziness. That looks absolutely fire. Now, my favorite one here is still gonna be the Ferrari. You already know how I get down. F12, another Ferrari, F12 super fast with the blue interior. Looks absolutely ridiculous. Carbon event door. And this is from a company called Creative Bespoke. But every single car here is like super high-end modified. This is, let me not get in people's way. All those cars over there are like, if I had baller money, okay? That's how I'd be modifying my supercars. But all these cars, Rolls-Royce Cullinan looks absolutely crazy. MV Forge wheels, pink interior. That's a Ferrari 296 GTS. This 296 is heavily modified, but this 812 is my favorite one out this group. I know folks are gonna see the Revuelto and be like, you're absolutely out of your mind, but come on now. This Wide body 812, stupid. Interior the 296, blue interior on the 812, and the wide body on it with the fender flares. This Cullinan is hard. SVR, not a SVJ. I guess I guess they're putting a little spin on it because it's a modified one, but that is crazy. We are in the Mopar booth. You already know what that means. Mopar or no car, okay? You might as well just not drive. But we got crate motors. The Elephant, you know, if you want a 426 supercharged crate motor, you got it right here. They got a bunch of motors all over the place. Right there, crate motor there, crate motor here. They got Hellcat, Hellcrate Red Eyes. So I mean, basically you can just buy this and just drop in whatever chassis you need. You know, basically as far as motors go and everything like that. We got direct connection over here, transmissions, converters, intakes, sway bars, strut bars, wheels, and whatever else is happening over here. They're giving out free t-shirts. I guess I'm gonna go in there and get a free t-shirt, because why not? Okay, we're walking down this hall. We're gonna wrap this up. So you can tell it's nothing but tires. Now, not that I don't need tires on my car, because who doesn't need tires? But I'm not about to sit here and talk about all these tire booths that are out here, because that's unnecessary. Nobody needs all that. So I'm just showing y'all the quick little view of what you get here over here. Like I told you, there's mad tire, whole entire tire suppliers here. All the tires you can think of, they can do it. Over there, more tires. Tires right here. Off-road tires, truck tires. Literally, as I was walking, somebody like threw me a pamphlet and said, "Are you looking for tires?" I was like, I mean, I'll need them at some point, but I ain't a buyer. I'm not buying tires by the thousands, by the pallet. I mean, if you want to send me a set of 4, cool. But, you know, all these tires companies. So here they got ones over here. Let me show you this car real quick. So clearly these are like drift race tires, as you can see by the pattern, the size, performance ones. I've heard of this company too. They do a lot of drift things as far as like their car goes right there. Tires and stuff they have. I mean, it's nice stuff. Doesn't all apply to what I'm doing. Nice street tire there as well too. Pattern there. That's one. So these are the tires that when they drift, put out the color smoke. That's what they look like before they get going. Booth here, more tires over there. There's a Cybertruck tucked in the corner, but you already seen a Cybertruck. And if you haven't seen a Cybertruck, I mean, just go outside. I'm sure there's someone in your town that got one. We're probably gonna wrap this up. This day is already done. I feel like this day went faster than yesterday, which is crazy. So we're gonna have to wrap this up early. Not early, it's the same time. This day just feel like it went faster than yesterday. And tomorrow we're gonna be here earlier. Tomorrow we're gonna be here earlier.
I heard you.
And we're gonna get it cracking and get going.